FIFA 23 is officially here, and it's my job to guide you exactly step by step in what you should be doing to get the very best start. But before we do get into the video, if you're looking to get some very cheap coins for FIFA 23, then there is no better place than Mule Factory. Head over there to get yourself some cheap, fast FIFA 23 coins, completely reliable, and if you use Fnatic5 at checkout, you'll also get yourself a 5% discount. Link can be found in the description down below. Getting back into the video, when you first start Ultimate Team, you need to select Nationality, and for the first 5 minutes of the game, it doesn't actually matter what you do. It's just about your customization and how you first initially want to start. You'll select a nationality, and even though your starter team will mainly be based around the nationality that you select, it also really doesn't matter, because by the time you get to the end of this video, you can base your team around any nationality, any league, or any hybrid that you want. So go through the introduction and get yourself to this point. This is the point in which there may be some differences depending whether or not you've played Ultimate Team before. If you've played any of the other previous FUTs, you will be able to claim loyalty packs. This is EA rewarding you for being a returning customer. And depending how many years you've been playing Ultimate Team will depend on how many rewards you have. If you do have loyalty packs, this really helps you out. You actually get yourself a massive head start because these packs are tradable. It's unlikely that you'll get something good, but if you do, you're able to sell it on for a decent amount of coins. Whereas everyone else that will probably not get anything good, you can still get some coins out of it, which really does help you out right at the beginning. With every single one of these packs you open, compare the player's price, see what their lowest buy now is, and then list them onto the transfer market. At this point, there's no real reason for you to keep any of the players. We really want to be using this moment to make as many coins as possible so that we can use those coins to make even more coins, which I will show you how to do in just one moment. If FIFA 23 is your first Ultimate Team and you've never played anything before, you won't have loyalty packs. So of course you will need to skip this step, but that's perfectly fine because the next step will show you how you can start getting some packs, get some players, and also get some coins into your account. And this is where you want to focus on your objectives. There are some very easy objectives that everyone should go through right at the beginning. These could be found under Foundations. Now the objectives are slightly different this year to previous years. You don't get as big of a reward. Well, at least you don't get as big of a reward within coins, but you can still get a good amount, which can definitely help. The first two that I want you to focus on is to go into Foundations, go all the way to Play Online, and there's two different objectives. Apply a manager contract item and apply a player contract item. Both of these are easy because EA will gift you both contracts for your manager and players right at the beginning without you needing to open or do anything. So you just need to go in and actually apply them to your players. The other ones worth going through are under Basics 1. This is where you'll put one player in the correct position, build 12 chemistry. You may or may not be able to do that right at the beginning depending on the players within your starter squad. You then need to go through and change your club's name. This is extremely easy. You can also take it a step further by completing the first exchange SBC. All you need to do is place one bronze player and there you go, you are done. And then the other thing that you can do right at the beginning, and this is a new thing for FIFA 23, is to earn 1 star from the Foundations moment. This is where you'll just go into FUT moments and complete the very first challenge. And this is extremely simple. The first one is just to complete 10 passes without the opposition getting a ball. The AI is not difficult to play against. I think you're playing against amateur and you can just pass it round the back. Once you complete these, you will have a couple packs which you can go through, plus on top of that, you'll have about 350 coins, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it's more than enough to start trading. The trading method that I recommend going through is to head over to the transfer market, select the quality to be bronze, and then just search. You don't need to put any ridiculous filters in, all you need is bronze and that's it. Now, when you search the transfer market, of course, you're going to get loads of bronze players. Do not go through and compare every single one. There's a much easier way to do this. You just want to hold right on your controller, carry on going through the players until you find a player with a bid on. If they have a bid, it's a good indication that they are listed lower on their bid price than what their current lowest buy now is. And you can easily find this out by adding that player to your watch list and then comparing the player's price. If there is a player that currently has 150 coins as their bid, and then once you compare the player's price, you notice that the lowest buy now for players listed is around 400 coins, you can very easily place a 200 coin bid, win that deal, and then list them for 350 coins back onto the transfer market, where you'll be able to make a profit whilst still being the cheapest on the market. Now, if you did have loyalty packs at the beginning, you're probably in a position where you might have a few thousand coins. You need to carry on doing this. Keep on going through this bronze method, not just to get 1 or 2 players, but to get as many as possible to fill your transfer list. If you don't just want to be dealing with bronze players, you can also change the quality to be silver and do the exact same method where you look for players with bids on and then compare their price. If they are cheaper compared to their lowest buy now, you place a bid, win the deal, and then list them back onto the transfer market. If you didn't have loyalty packs, it's likely that you've only got about 400 coins to begin with where you can actually go through this, so you're only getting 1 or 2 deals if you're lucky. But no matter which boat you're in, this is now where we can start looking to play matches. And I always recommend starting with squad battles first. With squad battles, you are playing against the AI and you can select the difficulty. This is a great time for you to get used to the gameplay mechanics, the feel of FIFA, whilst also still being able to make coins and progress through Ultimate Team. The squad battles match is going to take about 20 minutes and you're going to be using your starter team, but at the end, you'll have anywhere between 500 all the way up to around about 1,500 coins, depending if you have unlocked any coin bonuses. And on top of that, you'll have those coins from hopefully if 1 or 2 of those players did manage to sell that you bought into earlier. As you did just play your first match, it's also likely that you managed to complete probably around 10 different objectives. Now, most of these objectives that you completed, they're nothing too fancy. It's just going to be stuff where you can customize your stadium. But there are a couple which will give you pack rewards and some will even give you coins. Now, this is the bit where it might be a bit tedious if you're a player that's been playing Ultimate Team for a few years. It's going to be a new experience for those where FIFA 23 is your first, but you just need to keep this loop going. You need to go through your squad battles match, play one, and then at the end, you're going to use those coins that you just managed to win to go and buy into some of those trades that we talked about earlier using that trading method. That way you're earning coins from every single match that you're playing, but on top of that, towards the end of that game, once you do go back into the menu, you're hopefully selling quite a few players. And as this loop keeps on going, it slowly starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger until you're selling 10, 20, 30 players every single time. And it really doesn't take too long. Most people make the mistake at the beginning where they'll use every single coin that they manage to earn, no matter where it's from, to buy a player. They haven't got enough to buy a full starting 11, so what they end up doing is going into a squad battles match, complete that after 20 minutes of game time, and then they'll retrieve their coins and immediately use those coins onto the transfer market to buy a player to use in their team. The issue with this is every single time that you buy a player to use in your team, yes, it makes your team slightly better, but it does not increase your earning potential. You're still going to earn a very similar amount of coins towards the end of that match, no matter what players you have within the starting 11. This is why it's so much better to instead use your coins to trade, to generate more coins so that you have a second source of income. And once you have enough coins built up, that is when you can buy a full gold team, and you can buy it all at once without needing to go back and forth as you play a game, earn coins, buy a player, and keep that loop going. What I recommend doing is try to reach 20k, and it might seem like a lot, but you'll get here after 3 or 4 games. It really doesn't take too long. And the reason that I always go for 20k is because at that point, I can then spend 10k on a full gold team, probably something a lot better than the average player that you're going to be playing against on day 1. But it also gives you the advantage that you have 10k left over, where you can keep on using that to trade and go through the methods that we have explained within this video. Now it's the case where you keep that loop going again, except now you're playing online matches instead of squad battle matches. Now, if you do prefer to play squad battles instead of online, by all means carry on doing what you're doing, because this is where we start to have a bit more freedom. You can now start looking to go into the different game modes that you want to go into, because you've really kickstarted your Ultimate Team. I do recommend going over 2 squad builder challenges and completing the Foundation SBC. These SBCs are incredibly easy, although they're slightly more challenging than previous years, because previous years you was able to finish them with the players that you got from your starter team. This was all the bronze and silver players that EA gave you right at the beginning. But this year, because of the change in chemistry, I haven't been able to do that on any of my accounts, because I need the players to be in the exact same league or play in the exact same team, but also be in the correct position, whereas before that never used to matter. The first two are very easy to go through, and you probably will be able to finish them with players that you got from your starter squad, but with the other two, the final ones needed to complete Foundation 1, you may need to go and buy some players, and they may cost you a couple hundred to even a couple thousand, depending on the players that you're looking at. But once this is done, all the other SBCs are unlocked, and the last thing that you probably should be aiming for until everything is completely open to you is for you to look at the advanced SBCs. Completing the advanced SBCs right at the beginning can really give you a head start. They can somewhat be expensive, with each of them costing at least 30k, even if you do it on a cheaper side, but the rewards that you get out of them are insanely good. Even though they are untradeable, you're still able to get some very good players out of them. This might not be something that you complete within the first day, but it should be one of those stretch goals where once you do build up enough coins by going through what we've talked about within this video, keep on playing matches, keep on trading, and keep that loop going, eventually you will have enough coins and you will be able to complete the advanced SBCs. If you are new to Foot and you don't know the resources that are available out there, there's actually a very easy way to complete these by using sites such as Footbin or Footwiz, where there is a dedicated SBC section and other people in the community have submitted how they completed it. So all you need to do is use these sites to see what other people have submitted, copy that team exactly, and then submit it within the challenge itself on your console or whatever platform you're playing on. And this is it. You have now started Ultimate Team in the most efficient way possible. Ignoring the advanced SBCs at the end, you really can get things up and running in about 2 or 3 hours. It really doesn't take too long, and it just gets better and better every single time the more you keep on trading and playing games. If you do have any questions about anything, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. But anyway guys, I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. But for now, I'm going to see ya.